Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a second check-in video that I promised. I hope you guys are really navigating the class. I've actually already had a few of you reach out to me. There was an issue with the conversion of our homework, but it should be good to go now. Sometimes Flat World on the back end has to copy over the material, and that's what happened. So I fixed that when I was traveling a little bit yesterday. So hopefully that's working fine for you now. Make sure, of course, you are navigating through the information, watching the videos, and watching, of course, the lecture, and just have your information ready. You only have one post this week, of course, in our discussion, and it looks like we already have a few that have posted, and I'm going to go in, of course, and reply to each post, which I think will be excellent. Your initial post, that is. So make sure you get your homework done on time as well. That's going to be really important as we navigate through this class. I'm going to open our course syllabus really quickly and go over that a little bit, and then I'll give you your time back. But this is, of course, the video that we talked about originally and the one that I promised you. Hold on one second. That's going to come up throughout this class that I want to highlight now. There's two versions of the Flat World text. They're both pretty much the same. The chapters have moved around a little bit. There's version 1, version 2. You know, sometimes you'll see version 1, which has got a different chapter number in some of the videos, so don't get confused on that. It's just when I was doing the PowerPoint or had the PowerPoint with me, it just had the wrong version. So it's the same material, it's just a different chapter number. So I'll make sure to point that out before a video comes up so that you guys are aware of it. One thing that I want to really highlight here is just our method of evaluation. So we have a few really important things. Our APA presentation is a huge part of our grade. You know, writing, of course, is a form of communication that's important, so that APA paper, it's really a paper and presentation, so don't get confused, it's not just a presentation. But that's going to be 25% of your grade, so a really important part. Of course, the final exam is more than that and 30% of your grade, but you have homework, which we already talked about. You know, those are really around 2% each, so the homework for chapter 1, 2%. And the cool thing about the homework, and you'll probably notice this when you're taking them, but you can take it twice and it takes the highest grade. So if you make a mistake, you can go back and take it in. I don't recommend taking it before you read the material because it's going to be difficult to get a good grade if you don't know, of course, what you're referencing there. So, you know, PPS is going to be important. Make sure we're professional in all our characteristics, even in an online class. You know, getting your work done on time, being, you know, accurate in your presentation and such. So make sure you adhere to PPS standards. And, you know, usually I don't have any issue with that in an online class, but just want to make sure you're aware of it. And then the discussion boards are about 1% apiece. You want to make sure that you do your initial post, and when we have replies, we don't have a reply this week, you get those replies in as well. All right, course objectives, which are going to be listed everywhere, but we want to make sure that we understand these 16 objectives. There's some great information here, pretty standard, of course, for communication type work. So you know, we're going to make sure that we're able to communicate effectively, verbal, nonverbal, and in writing, whatever it takes to convey the message that we need to convey in an appropriate way. All right, I want to exit out of this. So you guys have probably already looked through the course schedule. Be sure to take a look at that when you get time. All the information here, the core competencies, which we already talked about, like the objectives in the course guide. One cool thing that I want to reference really quickly is, you know, we do have some information in here about our research paper, which will be coming up in the future, but I actually need to make sure this is correct. I think it is correct that I revised, because we're not doing an argumentative paper. It's actually just a standard research paper, and there was something in the original communication that looked like it was an argumentative paper, so I made a change. So I just want to make sure that is correct. It looks like it is. So yeah. So it's going to include a lot of different things. We're not going to really go over this now, and you saw me working there just to make sure things were correct for you guys. We're not going to go over it now, but just know and be aware that it's available. And, you know, I'll have some more information about APA coming up in the future. I'm actually going to, you know, APA is a writing style, right? I don't know if some of you already heard about that, but I'm going to show you guys. When we navigate to Chapter 5, we talk about essays. Chapter 6 talks about essays, or Week 5, Week 6. And Week 7 does as well. So we're really digging into that in the future. So don't stress too much about the paper and presentation at this time. Of course, one thing that I wanted to highlight before finishing this video is if you get your work done on time, you're going to be present. So when I take attendance, that's when you're going to see the present next to your name. So just get your work done on time. so I can give you full attendance in the class, and we should be good to go. All right, this is some great information here. Hopefully this is helpful. The second check-in video, the next one will be on Saturday as normal. I try to get them uploaded on Saturday just in case you want to work ahead. But we should be good to go. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I think you guys are navigating the class great, and I'm really looking forward to a great semester with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks so much.